Yo, 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 what's up, Bulls family, Bulls Nation? We back with another one, man. It's the Bully Sports Pod. We're here to discuss some news, man. Y'all know our new star in PG, Coby White. He has came and became victorious for that starting role position. The newcomers. We want to talk about the newcomers and Torrey Craig and Javon Carter, and then the offense. I seen a lot more ball movement today, many more threes, but we're gonna go ahead and get into that. But first and foremost, let me ask my boy, my co-host Q, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. Bull season is back. You know what that means, bro. So this either gonna be a lot of heartache or it might be a lot of heartfelt moments. Um, just wanted to get into it. Uh, what got me feeling good was seeing Kobe White step into the point guard world and look comfortable. We've been waiting for that for a moment. At one point, we kind of seemed like we just gave up on that idea. Like just he's just gonna be a two guard for his career. So it's nice to see him get in that role, spread the ball, run the play, and the offense looked good while he was in it too. I know the Bucks didn't have them day starters, but offense looked great.
Yeah, I think when you look at Kobe White coming in there with the starters, it looked nice. Like you said, it looked pretty fluid. He looked a lot more confident. He controlled the pace of the game. I like how he was pushing it up and down the court, taking the open threes, the open shots, some the other point guards didn't do in the past. It
Hmm.
just seems like a nice fit. It seems like a nice fit. I think they found that dynamite when we played Miami Heat last year.
Yeah.
Kobe was in there and Billy Donovan kind of pulled him. I wondered that AK and Mark Eversley um pull him to the side like, hey man, Kobe taking that leap. Let's run with him. And for the most part, it looked like he showed it out in training camp to come in day one as a starter against Milwaukee Bucks, even though there was no Dame or Giannis out there.
Yeah, and like he looked good. There's been rumors all summer that he was going to be a starter. That if the Bulls did not find that point guard, that they was going to try to work on his development a little bit more. Me and you seen the videos with him with dribble too much, so we know he's been working on the handles, which we've been saying for years. He got to get it together if he's going to truly be a one. So to see him build on the step from last year, assuming he even if he averages 14, 6, and 6, this man is officially Lonzo Ball. So, like, if he can average that for a whole season, that'd be great.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's the biggest question mark with Kobe White. Can we see it consistently? Can we see it night in, night out? Can we see it against the best point guards in the league? And how long can we see it? Kobe always he very streaky. Let me
Very
start off by
streaky.
saying that can be hot for a while, can be cold. When he hot, but when he cold. So
But
hopefully he's able to find that rhythm, man.
if he can just at least keep a consistent playmaking, like I like that he only had 2 turnovers. So as long as he's with 2 to 3 turnovers, keep about 7 assists, keep the ball moving. That starting role here is to lose. We already seen Io have it twice, so I would honest unless he made a major step in his development that the coaches know that we don't know. I'll say like the only person you would truly have to worry about is Javon Carter or Billy Donovan just pulling the plug and just going with AC. But I doubt he does that.
Yeah, yeah. To kind of transition into that, based on the star point guard role, I like what I seen out of Javon Carter. When you look at the two new guys Acme brought in and Torrey Craig and Javon Carter, um, I think seeing them today is just semblance of what we could be in the future, how they impacted the game. You've seen Javon out there, pesky defender. Torrey Craig first play in, calls a turnover, fast break layup. You know,
Hmm.
just seeing that compete level out of both of those guys, either coming off the bench or starting. I did like what I seen from them. Um, who for you, Torrey Craig and Javon Carter, who do you think I would say is the more likely to who position let me word it this way. Who position is most likely obtainable? We all know the big three is the big three. You got the point guard position and then you got the four position. Who job is it to lose? I know you said Kobe White coming in there. The only person he got to worry about is Javon Carter, but Torrey Craig, that energy in that defense, um, uh, I think he could fit in that starting lineup too, man. How you
I,
feel about that?
I definitely think Torrey Craig fit in the starting lineup. I think what Billy Donovan did today was try to trust the young guys, but I like how they brought in young bulls behind them, like well, some energetic guys. So just to show you, like these are established veterans. You got Javon Carter who won a ring. You got Torrey Craig who played with plenty of any NBA superstars, got a stamp of approval from a lot of people. These are two guys that's ready to step in and start. So I feel like Billy Donovan kind of telling both guys it's their job to lose. But realistically, who probably got the hardest path will probably be Pat Williams, because it's a matter of once again with Coby, I think we're looking for from him is his step in playmaking, ball
Yeah.
control, less turnovers, assists, keep ball moving. I think the problem is with Pat playing the four and with starters, we're really just looking for spot up shooting as the minimum from him. And at that moment, we already know he shoots 40%. So we just got to see at can he raise the clip up? Can he speed his shot up? Things like that, I feel like would decide if Pat Williams stays in the lineup. Because defensively, if Pat brings the energy every game, every play, him and Torrey Craig is about the same.
Yeah, yeah, I can almost agree on that point. I think Torrey's a little bit more aggressive,
Yeah,
but I think Pat is more safe. I want to say, just to me, I think he's a little bit bigger than Torrey Craig as far as the wingspan and the body position and things like that. Torrey Craig almost seemed like a tweener, like I could see him playing 3 or 4. You
yeah,
more comfortable at the 4. It seems like he'll get most of his opportunities, especially spreading the floor. But yeah, it might be Pat job to lose. When you look at Coby White, you did see growth, and I think the big thing when it comes down to looking at our young guys, Mark Eversley even pointed out, hey, player development, Coby White is the ideal person of that. That's what they want to replicate in all the young guys and taking that step forward. If y'all end up watching the Chicago Bulls All Access episode, if not, I advise you guys to go watch that on the channel. It's about 9 minutes. Go lock in on that. But it seems like Coby has that confidence. What I seen today, I did like out of Pet. I think I seen that level of confidence in him today as well too.
yeah.
Which is why I think both of them started. Where if we looking at it last season, you probably would think both of them would be coming off the bench.
Definitely, and I think that's what makes it better that we can finally see the lineups that we've been wanting to see, and I think this is like as close as to the Bulls getting all in as we're gonna see, um, unless they decide to go, unless something big happened at the end of the season. But I feel like this is a very big push. Like this gives me coaching for my job vibes. This gives me GMing for my job vibes, players playing for their job. It just gives me like a different feel of urgency this year. I know it's just a preseason game, but I haven't seen based off last year the Bulls didn't come out this strong for preseason. I felt we saw improvement, but we didn't feel like they came out strong. We didn't feel like they was like, okay, is this a different team than we saw last year?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think what was it, the 2021 season when we acquired Lonzo Ball and DeMar DeRozan. This gave me that same feel.
Yes,
Like this
yes.
gave me that same exact feel, that same, like you said, sense of urgency. Like they came out there and they was playing for something, you know.
Yeah, like we when we watched it that year, we was like, oh yeah, that's not the same Bulls team. We got something to be excited for. Like it's almost giving that same feeling. Just seeing two big steps between Pat and Coby. Like, okay, we got Pat, he letting them fly this year. He D'ing up everybody. And then we got Coby, like once again made that step in playmaking. It's just like, okay, we once again got something to be excited for. Now we just gotta worry about can our bench sustain.
No, 100%. And I think when it comes down to that bench unit, you looking at it right now, you got AC, Io, Javon Carter, Torrey Craig, and Andre Drummond, who's gonna be that offensive focal point. I think that's gonna be that next look. I did notice Billy pulled Patrick out early to mix kind of Patrick in with that second unit. Patrick did express he want to be more offensive focused this season. He think he has the capacity to do so. So now it's up to him to go out there and prove it. You know, we heard the talking. He want to be one of the best two-way players in the league. The Kawhi Leonard comparison. No better option to do that than do that with the second unit. You know, and I like the rotations, just how you kind of alluded to with the Billy Donovan change. Like you've seen the starters come out there first time out, about 4 minutes left. He pulls Patrick Williams. Typically, how he would do DeMar DeRozan last season, with DeMar DeRozan around with that second unit, but now we see Pat with that second unit, and I think that breeds ground for a more aggressive Patrick Williams, right? Like if he
Yeah,
could come out there and he see the ball go in the hoop a couple times, maybe that carries over and you see that aggressiveness going into the second half. It seems like last year Patrick Williams is, you know, strong first half, quiet second half. You know, where he you barely see him out there. I
yeah,
actually did see him rebound a little bit today. It just seems like a little bit more engaged Patrick Williams, which I do like to see. Um, Based on that though, outside of the, you know, young guys and new guys, the offense was cooking, man. It was flowing out there. We was making an extra pass. We shot 36 threes. That's almost 8 above average last year. Shot it at 37%. You know, that's what I like to see, man. I loved it. I love the ball movement. I think having Coby White in that lineup with Zach LaVine, him and Zach LaVine, those two dudes are extremely fast and extremely quick. I like that we have a point guard now who can get the rebound and go coast to coast with it. We haven't
yeah.
seen that since Lonzo Ball, and I think that's
And be a threat to finish.
exactly. Now we know Io was good at getting downhill, but it just seems like Io didn't understand when to push the pace. Where I think Coby now understands that. He knows when to push it, when to slow it down, and he's not afraid to shoot his shot. Y'all know he was Mr. Basketball in North Carolina, scored the most points in UNC, I think history or something like that, as a rookie, or a freshman. And now he with the Chicago Bulls. So I think now that offensive scoring game paired with dribble too much and, you know, learning kind of from DeMar DeRozan and the veterans here, the game is starting to slow down and he's picking his spots. And I like to see that in Coby. But overall, the offense was flowing. Not just Coby White. I seen DeMar knock the three down. Zach got a three. Torrey Craig knocked down a couple threes, I believe. Pat knocked down some threes. Javon Carter getting them up. You know,
Yeah.
Ayo got one up from half court today. You know, it was nice to see, man. It was much more fun, not as much clogged and, you know, ISO heavy. It was only a few possessions this game where we leaned on ISO ball. So I'm loving the new offense, man. How you feel about the new offense, Q?
Nah, it looks good. And I know we was playing the Milwaukee Bucks G League. Well, now we weren't playing their G League team, their second unit and below. No
Yeah.
Giannis, no Dame, no Chris,
Man,
no
Brooke
Brooke,
Lopez be
no
killing Vooch. Man, I don't know what it
Brooke.
is, but Brooke, when he see Vooch, it's barbecue chicken out there, man.
Oh, I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you. That's why we probably had Drummond in early. That man almost had 10 boards in what, 15 minutes? So that's why we
Yeah.
have to keep him. But as my one quick aside, I want to give a shout out to all the G Leaguers and fringe players on the team. Give a shout out to for Bidham for being the one person that actually hit some meaningful buckets, and Quentin Jackson. Because Quentin Jackson
Who
probably had
with the dunk?
that.
Oh man. Oh
Quentin
man.
Jackson. Because when it seemed like the game was ready to get tucked in, he gets the dunk at the last minute. Now all of
Yeah,
a sudden we thinking like, hold on, we might can still win this game.
I almost sent the game to OT, man. I wish we had Stacey King on the broadcast tonight.
Oh man, he would have went crazy over that. So
Yeah,
I'll
man.
say in terms of the fringe players, G leaguers, 10-day contract players, those the two that stuck out the most. So I just want to give a quick shout out to them. Um, I'll let you take the floor from now.
No, no, definitely shout out to the young up and coming guys, man. Bit him for sure. With the 2 threes he knocked down, and they was wet too. They won like
Yeah, you
rattles or
you can tell
anything
he was
like
a
that.
shooter. You can tell
Yeah,
he a shooter for real. Like
yeah, he a pure shooter, man. I could definitely see him, developing and maybe get some minutes in this rotation. Being 6'6", I believe.
yeah,
And we got that 3 guard lineup, with AC, Javon Carter, and Ayo Dosunmu. I definitely could see Bidham if he can, show improve and do this on a consistent level. Give me 2, 3 threes a night. I wouldn't mind having him, secure a spot on this actual roster outside of the two-way and come in off the bench and knock some threes down. He
I'm
is
with
a
you.
pure shooter, and
I'm
we know
with you.
he's athletic, which we ain't even see yet.
Yeah, we ain't even see that part yet. Like you said, he was a dunk champion. Bro, interesting. Like I was I was on the side of keeping Matt Flynn back when he was wet and everything. So I'm definitely with keeping bet on. Like he was a 40% shooter overseas. I'm with it.
Nah, yeah, Benham can hoop, bro. Benham can hoop, man. It looks like that Turkish game is transitioning here to the NBA, which I like to see, and I'm pretty sure all Bulls fans like to see. But outside of that, Q, this the first preseason game. We back at it Thursday, I believe, in Denver. Let's lock in AKO Stomping Grounds, and y'all already know C Red, man. Let's lock in. You got anything else, Q?
Nah, man. Just tell the fans like subscribe. Tune in Thursday as he said. I'm with you.
I bet we back at it, man. Back at it. Peace out, Bulls Nation.